Welcome to Peach Belt Conference Virtual Basketball Preview Day with the University of North Georgia Women's Basketball Program. We've got head women's basketball coach Buffy Burson, as well as her four seniors, Abby Hubert, Abby Franklin, Julianne Sutton, and Kara Groover. Coach, we'll start with you. This team has a ton of experience. Didn't have anybody graduate from last year, got a very good recruiting class coming in. You've had a chance to see your team in practice and in a scrimmage. Talk about where your team is now as you get ready and look ahead to that first game against Augusta.
Yeah, well, this is some great experience, like you said, right here in front of us. And then after that, we have a drop-off in experience. So we have a lot of youth that we're trying to blend and work on that right now. And like you said, we've had a chance to do that in practices. And then today we got to scrimmage and see that a little bit more. So we're excited about moving into our first real game on Tuesday. We saw some good things. But we also saw some things we could fix today, especially on the defensive side of the ball. We know the teams that we're about to face are going to be extremely athletic, and we're going to have to, do a good job with that. But right now, it's all about perspective and just the opportunity. And we feel very fortunate that we're on the court because there's so many teams that aren't. So we just want to make sure that every day that we're taking advantage of that we get to play and that practice and that we're together a lot and not having to quarantine and in contact trace right now. That's really big for us. So we're very happy with that, and we just look forward to that next step.
This senior class has been to 3 NCAA regionals. Obviously didn't get to play in the one last year due to COVID, but they've been to 3 regionals. They've been to 2 regional finals. They've been to an Elite 8. They have the championship pedigree. Talk about the drive of these 4 seniors next to you in wanting to finish their collegiate careers on that same high note that they've become accustomed to throughout their time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, you can't see it in their faces, but it's definitely there. And it's exciting for me as a coach to be able to coach that, not only this year, but knowing that's coming back next year too, and then they'll have that opportunity. You're not going to find any better 4 people right here to be our leaders and that, like you said, have that drive inside of them. And that's something you can't coach, and I can't take any credit for that. To have people that have played in regionals and tournament and regular season championship games, there's not a lot of teams out there right now that have that. So I'm excited to see what they put forth and ready to roll.
As are we. We'll pass the microphone down to Abby Hubert, one of the 4 seniors. Abby, you had the opportunity to transfer into this program after a couple of years outside. Immediately you came into a family atmosphere here. Talk about the family atmosphere that this team has built and, amidst everything going on with COVID and everything that might cause us as a society to drift apart, how this team's come closer together through it.
Yes, of course. When I came in, everybody, they were already here. They accepted me with open arms. And with this year, with everything being so crazy and the quarantine, we had to be creative this summer. So I downloaded a Zoom account, and we were making Zooms every week and just trying to keep the cohesiveness even though we weren't physically together. And just like Coach said, you have to make the best of the opportunity. So since we're not seeing, everybody on campus as we usually would, not other athletes, we're always together even more than we would be. So it's just building us day by day by day. So I'm thankful for the opportunity.
Pass it down to Abby Franklin. Abby, we've mentioned multiple times that you're part of this senior class that's been here for 4 years and has the experience. Talk about that experience and, how that's going to translate to play on the floor, you guys knowing each other as well as you do.
Yeah, so since we've been here an extra year now, we didn't get to play last year. So we really know how each other plays on the court, and so I think that helps with just chemistry overall. And then also, since we've been here the longest, we know what Coach expects. So we're just trying to translate that to the younger players and really get them into our program.
Down to Julianne, the reigning Peach Belt Player of the Year. Julianne, that trip up to Lander for that regional and then getting all the notifications and the realization that the season comes to a close a bit prematurely. Talk about the feeling of being able to be back on the floor, especially after knowing that there was some unfinished business from this team.
Yeah, definitely last year we didn't end it how we wanted to end the season. Coming into region, we were already up at Lander, already practiced, getting ready to go to dinner, and we get that coach from Tex that says we have to have a meeting. Season's canceled. We all kind of sat there in disbelief for a second. But definitely coming back this year, Coach always says, play with a chip on your shoulder, and I think definitely we have one this year because we did not end how we want to. So stepping back on the court is super exciting. Like, I just know that all of us were super excited just to get to play an opportunity. We know that nothing's guaranteed, so just trying to take it day by day.
KG, to you, we mentioned earlier with Coach Burson that this team has championship aspirations, and that comes from you guys having that championship mindset ever since you were freshmen. Talk about those goals that this team has and wanting to not only, put another banner here in this building, but also get that unfinished business rectified.
Right, so we came up short last year, which we were trying to go 4 in a row. That was the plan, but we still can get 3 under our belts. But for sure, our goal is obviously to win. But now we don't really know what the future holds, so we just gonna go game by game. We just want to win the day, win the practice, whatever it takes, because we don't know if the same thing's gonna happen like last year. But obviously, Peach Belt tournament that we're looking to win, and then us that we've been already to the Elite Eight, we want to go further than that. So that's our main goal.
Coach, I've got one more question for you, if we can pass the mic back to her. When you think about all that this season has to hold and all the uncertainties with anything that could happen outside of the normal hurdles and adversity that a team would face, just talk to me a little bit about the excitement to be able to get the season going.
Oh gosh, right before we said the Lord's Prayer today, I was just like, thank you, Lord, out loud. Didn't even know I was saying it out loud, but that we're about to go do this. So I think somebody told me it had been 8.5 months since I didn't know it had been that long since we stepped on the court. So we're excited. I mean, these guys come to practice happy, fired up every day, and that's really hard to do, stay motivated. So again, just opportunity. We could not be more grateful and thankful for it, and for just having that opportunity.
That's head women's basketball coach Buffy Burson, as well as seniors Kara Groover, Julianne Sutton, Abby Franklin, and Abby Hubert. Ladies, best of luck this year, and we look forward to catching up.